These are 3 amazing milk-based coffee drinks that you should try if you haven't tried them. They contain a shot of espresso and very less milk compared to a latte, flat white and a cappuccino. This is a perfect coffee drink for those people who like their coffees with less milk. These coffee drinks are often made in a 4-ounce glass or cup. So if it's your first time hearing about an espresso macchiato, piccolo and a cortado, each of these coffee drinks is different in its own way because they are all designed as a smaller version from the latte, cappuccino and the flat white. Take for instance, espresso macchiato has foam like a cappuccino, the piccolo has more milk like a latte, and the cortado is well balanced with a shot of espresso and milk like a flat white. This and so much more is what I'm going to be sharing in this video. I'm going to explain each and everything that you must know about these 3 coffee drinks in the simplest way possible, making sure that even as a beginner barista or someone learning about coffee and trying to find the right coffee drink, after this video you will fully understand the difference between a piccolo, cortado and espresso macchiato. I'll start by sharing the brief knowledge about the origin of each of these coffee drinks, starting with a piccolo, which was invented in Australia by roasters who wanted to try more of their new coffees, but they didn't want to drink much espresso and much milk. So they decided to reduce the amount of espresso and milk, and this resulted into inventing the piccolo. And the cortado, which is believed to have originated from the Spanish region, where its name cortado comes from a Spanish word which is corta, meaning cutting. When you're making a cortado, you have 1 part espresso and 1 part milk. This means the espresso just cuts through the milk, giving you that well-balanced taste with the cortado. And for the espresso macchiato, this is often confused by most people with the cafe macchiato. But espresso macchiato is different from cafe macchiato. Cafe macchiato has more milk and espresso macchiato has only less foam or milk. Espresso macchiato is believed to have originated from Italy, where the word macchiato means marked or stained. So when you're making your espresso macchiato, you just put less milk or foam on it to make an espresso macchiato. And let me show you how you make them, so that you can fully understand the amount of espresso, the amount of milk each of these coffee drinks contain. And at the end of this video, I'll share with you the different tastes that you should expect whenever you order any of these coffee drinks. I'm going to start with the espresso macchiato. We're going to use a shot of espresso, which is 30 ml of espresso, and we're going to add only foam. This is the standard way of making the espresso macchiato, but keep in mind, someone can ask for milk in their espresso macchiato or ask for a single shot of espresso macchiato. This is the standard way of making the espresso macchiato. 30 ml of shot of espresso and just a little bit of foam to make espresso macchiato. The next coffee drink is going to be the piccolo. Piccolo, we're going to use 15 ml of espresso, which is considered to be a single shot of espresso. Then you're going to steam your milk, creating that perfect milk texture. Then you can pour into your espresso, creating also a good latte on your piccolo. This is how you can make a piccolo. 15 ml of espresso and well steamed milk for your piccolo. And for a cortado, we're going to be extracting a shot of espresso, which is between 25 to 30 ml. This is equally considered to be a double shot of espresso for a cortado. Then you're going to need to steam your milk, creating that good milk texture for your cortado. After steaming your milk, add it in your espresso, creating a cortado. This is how you can make these 3 coffee drinks: the espresso macchiato, piccolo and the cortado. This doesn't mean this is the only recipe of making these 3 coffee drinks. Across the world, there are so many different recipes of making these coffee drinks, and this is due to the different factors like size of cups change depending on how they want their coffees to be made, and also the roast profile of the coffee beans. These and so many other factors can really influence the recipe that you use to make your coffee drinks. But if you're a beginner barista, this is the basic knowledge that you're going to need to make these coffee drinks. After you master this, then you can advance to look for a better taste into your cup of coffee. Here's the difference between the taste of each of these coffee drinks. We're going to be comparing the taste of the coffee that you get from each of them. This is what most people consider as the strength of each of these coffees. So if you want very less espresso and more milk into your cup of coffee, the perfect option if you're a beginner, start with the Piccolo, then you can work your way up. And if you want a well-balanced coffee with milk and espresso, then you can go in for the Cortado. The most strongest amongst these three coffee drinks is the espresso macchiato, which has more espresso. This resulted to more taste of the espresso. Make sure to watch this video next if you haven't watched it, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be more than grateful to answer any of your questions.